Now, this lockdown build might be one of the most broken lockdown builds on NBA 2K23. I'm gonna end up showing you why it would end up being one of the broken lockdowns on NBA 2K23. As of most of the time, you see lockdowns, they sit in the corner, they shoot the ball here and there, they might move slightly and then shoot. But this lockdown build right here is a facilitating 3-and-D type build. So as you're gonna end up being able to shoot the ball, play defense, you're still able to pass the ball and make crazy plays. But look at the off ball. Hold on, hit on a nice little dex on the sideline. Hey, come on, man. Come on. I'm telling you, this build is gonna be one of those lockdown builds that you're gonna see, and it's gonna actually end up breaking the game. As y'all boys know, defense on this game is really crazy, but I got the name 3-and-D 2 guard, but you can get something else. But look, we might end up hopping into it real quick. When I end up making this build, I made minor mistakes, and I'm gonna teach you how not to make those minor mistakes. As the position is a point guard, I switched it to shooting guard. As a shooting guard in NBA 2K23, you get less badges. I noticed this. As a shooting guard, I get less badges, so I prefer you to go point guard on this build. Because if you went point guard on this build, you would maybe gain like maybe 6 to 7 extra badge points than what I would have had. But most of the time when you see lockdowns, sometimes you see a 6'4 lock, a 6'5, a 6'6, 6'7. On old 2Ks, you maybe see even a 6'10 lock. But as of right now, we want to rock out with the 6'5 lockdown. As y'all know, 6'5 lockdown, basically a perimeter lock. As of this, I'm going to end up putting the weight up on this build so I can have higher strength. And to be honest, the best wingspans to use on this build is around like the 6'11 wingspan all the way to 7'2. Because I'm going to tell you this now, because when I seen the actual 6'11 wingspan, I think you get close to a 90 or like an 89 three-pointer, but you will have a higher strength than what I have now. Just because when you have shorter arms, you get a higher strength. I don't know why is it like that. When you got longer arms, your strength go down, your certain attributes go down. But look, as we're gonna hop in this My Player Builder, with this build, I made it 2 different ways because when it's our first time screenshotted this build, it was looking right. But when I end up tweaking it, it was just because I had 1-2 things different just because of a badge count. So as you're gonna upgrade the defense, as I already seen, clamps, you need a 92 to end up getting a gold clamps. 97 for Hall of Fame. But I was thinking, if I sacrifice my clamps just to have it on gold and how great defense is on this game, I can end up getting more badges in somewhere else like glove and interceptor. But one thing about that, both of these badges have to have a 99 steal. So what having a 99 steal and a 92 perimeter defense, that's where all your overall really going. I'm already at 60 overall. I'm gonna push it up to 95 just for the actual lateral quickness, since your perimeter defense and your lateral quickness is combined. I do 95, but if you don't want to do 95, you can drop it down to 92 to save, you know what I'm saying, some extra attributes to throw it on something else. But as I'm gonna upgrade my block, upgrade the block, I got a 72 block. As you're gonna look at the physicals, my physicals, I'm gonna have a 93 speed, 82 acceleration, and then my strength, I'm gonna end up maxing it out 75 strength, and then my vertical, I really could have left my vertical around like the 63, 60 range because I'm not gonna be someone that's gonna end up being rebounds like that, but I'm still gonna get rebounds over like smaller guards. So as a strength, I do want to tell you, I'll say maybe 70, 65, something like that, but you can save those attributes if you really want. But as we get to the shooting category, if you go with an 87 three-pointer, you're gonna end up getting 20 shooting badges. But if, like I told you, if you go with the 6'11 wingspan, you're gonna have like around a 90 three-pointer if you end up doing that. So at an 86 or 87 three-pointer, that's what we're gonna rock out with. But with the pass accuracy, everything else, everything's gonna be low. But your pass accuracy. So the pass accuracy is gonna be 85 or 86, but I prefer to be like 85 so you can save. And then the finishing, I'm gonna have a 70 drive and dunk. And at that point, you're really not gonna get no crazy dunk animations. And it's no point in having a 75 vertical just because you don't need that 75 vertical to unlock 70 dunk packages. So that's why I wanted to keep y'all from doing and actually messing up. But look, I went to go see the screenshot that I did. I had a 70 layup, a 70 dunk, and the badge count ended up coming out 8, 19, 8, and 27. As the new badge count, I think it's somewhat similar, but I have 20 shooting badges instead of 19. So look, as of having those 8 finishing badges is pointless. It's very pointless because you only get to pick tier 1s and tier 2s, and most of the time, you might as well put most of that actual attributes that you just got on the shooting, so you can end up maybe getting 22 shooting badges instead of 20. But you're gonna see that there's a few things that are slightly different. As I gain an extra shooting badge in my defensive stats, they're gonna end up being still 27 with the potential badge points. As of things that you're gonna see with my physicals, they're literally saying I took less on my vertical and I could have put it on my actual acceleration. That is one key thing I could have did. As of me having an actual dunk now, it seems like if I literally sacrificed my dunk, I could have got more when it came to defense or even having that acceleration up to at least an 83 or 84 now. But if you want to go that route, you can. But as long as you got that speed, it's cool. Because as me going bigger on this build just to get the more bumpier lock, it's definitely going to make it more worth it in the long run. Because once you play against them little guards like the 6'2s, the 6'3s, or even the 5'7s or 5'8s that come around, you're going to end up really knocking them off the court. Like really, you're going to push them and they're going to drain stamina. As y'all been seeing lately, if you end up running into a defender, you're going to lose that adrenaline bar. Or even if you do a dribble move and hit a defender, that adrenaline bar is gone. But for this build, you only get to pick between literally 2 takeover choices. You get shooting and you get lockdown. So as having a shooting and lockdown, you can pick double lock, double shooting, lock shooting. It's up to you, but I wanted to screen clamps and shot enhancement. As my build being called a 3-and-D 2 guard, if you would have ended up making this build a point guard, you would have been called a 3-and-D point. But look, we're gonna end up hopping into the badges real quick, something slight. As this build is compared to Joe Dumars, Desmond Bane, and Klay Thompson, it's actually insane because that's a great bruh. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I just got dashboarded before we even got to play the real game. Like the real game. Like this is literally like a somewhat demo and I'm already getting blue screen. But as we end up getting blue screen, look bro, I'm already got my badge count. My badge count is different what I had because I end up going off the old picture. So I got 8, 19, 8, and 27. But I noticed when I was upgrading my build, none of my badges turned silver and gold. But when I looked at the actual badges that I had when I upgraded the build, I had gold badges in certain places. But every time I went to upgrade, all my badges was bronze. So I had to back out. So this is one thing you might want to do when you test out a build. Make sure you back out, hit test build again, and make sure you upgrade the thing all the way to 99 rating. Don't just click X, because if you hit click X, you're not going to be able to get the gold badge and try to actually test out your build like you want to. So I was out there looking kind of crazy for a second because I was like, oh, well, where's my silver badges? Where are my gold badges? I was out there really looking crazy. But since this build only has 8 finishing badges, it's not really nothing you can really put on this. You can put Giant Slayer on silver or gold if you want to, but it's not all the badges that you really thought you was going to get. So Acrobat, Fearless Finisher on silver, something like that. Like, it's going to be no point for me to have like Area Wizard. It works if I got that 70 drive and dunk, so I might be able to catch an alley-oop here and there. But if you're someone that's not going with the 70 drive and dunk or even in the 70 layup, I wouldn't even want you to put Area Wizard on. You might as well put it on something else. But as of me having 2 extra badge points when I made literally Giant Slayer my core badge, I'm gonna end up maybe putting this on Rise Up and Acrobat so I can end up getting out of here real quick. But for the shooting part of this video, you want to actually pay attention. Since I only got 19, it really was 20 when I first made the build because I end up going off the old screenshot. I end up writing this down in my notes so at least I can know in the future what badges I can use. As I'm going to end up having Claymore, the Claymore on Hall of Fame, that's 4. Then you're going to have Guard Up, that's 3. Then you will end up having Slippery Off Ball, with that's silver on 2. And then you will have Green Machine on silver, that's 4 because it's a tier 2 badge. And I'm going to make my Green Machine my actual core badge so I can get 4 extra badge points back. So I can end up maybe getting Blinders or Deadeye back on my build. But as a defense, this is how it's set up on defense. Since this build has 27 defensive badges, I would tell you put it on point guard so you can get those 31 to 32, even 33 defensive badges on this build. But as of me having Menace on Hall of Fame, that's -6. And then Pick Dodger, -6, having it on Hall of Fame, that's 12 badges already down the drain. Clamps, you're gonna have it on gold, that's -7. And then you're gonna end up having Glove, that's -8. At that point, you already got 19 badges already used. You already got to use. Now you're going to make your glove badge your core badge, and that's another +8. And you're going to end up using those +8 to put it on Interceptor on that build. Because I'm telling you, the shot contest on this game, I don't really think you need Intimidator like that. You might have to put it on silver at the most, but hey, spending maybe like 6 actual defensive badges on a silver Intimidator seems kind of excessive. But if this video end up helping you guys figure out what direction you want to lean towards of making a lockdown build, hey man, best thing you can do is drop a like on the video, subscribe, put on those notifications so you don't miss more videos like this. But hey, it's 2 videos on the screen. Make sure you check out one of those videos if hey, you want to see how play shots play like on NBA 2K23, or you want to see the new dribble system, you might want to click on that video right there.